morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, Mr. Chairman. Today, the topic for our debate is that all Vietnamese pet owners must have a license for their pets. We define this topic. We define a license means that it will be a license required for a pet to be legally permitted to be taken care of. We, the affirmative team, believe that this statement is true. Today, as the first speaker, I will be talking to you about 3 points. Our second speaker will be debating the first speaker of the negative team and talking about our last point, which we already prepared. And our third speaker will rebut and sum up our team case. I'm going to discuss 3 points right now. My first point is having a pet license would make the pet owner be more responsible for the pets. According to the petfbi.org or the ASPCA, 17 to 30% of dogs who were taken to the shelter were never reclaimed. So when people loses their pets, they did not go and find their pets, even though it was found. It could easily be found in the shelter. This shows that they were not responsible to regain their pets after losing it, and they just think that a pet can easily be bought again. So having a license would prevent this and help you to be able to get to be more responsible for the pet. It also helps to find the lost pet too. So once you lost your pet and you want to find it, it can be easier to find it, just like having cars and finding cars. Also, there's my third point is that it can reduce animal abuse. According to the Human Society.org, 71% of animal abuse is dog-related, and there are 19,464 cases of animal abuse each year. This is a very large number. It shows that people are not responsible for the pets, and they most often mistreat their pets. Having a license would prevent this. Having a license would mean that you need to take a test, and you need to be able to prove that you are able to take care of a pet, other than just another organism taking care of another organism. Those were my points. So, Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, we the affirmative believe that all pet owners in Vietnam should have a pet license. This would increase the quality of the life of the pet. Thank you.
Okay, we will now have 1 minute for the negative team to prepare the first speaker.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Chairperson, I am the first speaker of the negative team, and we firmly believe that pet owners should not have pet license. Firstly, the first speaker of the affirmative team said that they define what a license is. However, how would you define a pet? According to the Cambridge Dictionary, it is said that pets are defined as animals that are kept in home as a companion or as treated kindly. So does that mean that we will now need a license for a goldfish now? Or what about animals in the farm? Cows, horses, we need license for that too. Furthermore, licenses are only for objects, for cars, for motorbikes. So why should licenses now be for living things? So does that mean we need to have licenses for babies as well, since they're also animals and they are treated kindly? Moreover, the speaker of the affirmative team also mentioned that having a pet license can make the pet owners more responsible. But does making a pet owner pay a slightly bigger amount of money make them more responsible? According to the animal hospital in Houston, it is the doctor there said that it targets the wrong type of owner. And having a pet license will not make pets easier to be found, because if they go lost and they are kept in a government safety location, Then after 5 to 10 days, if the owners don't come back and pick them up, they are very likely to be killed and terminated. Lastly, having a pet license will not discourage criminals from committing crimes.
30 seconds.
When they make something illegal, it will not stop them from continuing them because they're criminals. They will continue to do animal abuse, and animal sales may even hit the black market. So, to sum up my points, we strongly urge you not to follow the affirmative team's resolution, and all animals should not need a pet license.
And time. Okay.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen. The topic for our debate today is that all pet owners in Vietnam should have a pet license. We, the affirmative team, believe that this statement is true. Well, the first speaker from the negative team has tried to tell you that pets and animals kept as companion and treated kindly, but then they also said that, and what about animal in farm? Well, this is wrong because the definition gives us that animal is kept as a companion in a house, not in farm. They also said that so now we should all have license for living things. Well, we do have for baby too. It's called birth certificate. She also said that now we must to pay more money, and it's that like make us become more responsible for our pet. Yes, they help to earn the right and to take care of the pet, and it also help you to find out the real owners, like who will do that for their pets. She also said that it's not easier to find, and if you are not reclaim it in 3 or 5 days, the pet will be killed. Well, then stop that killing, and now since we have the now we have the license for the pet, we can easily to give it back to the owners. Also, she said that animal like the pets will hit the black market, and criminal would abuse the animal. Well, then give consequences for that. Today I will be talking to you about one point, is that 40% of cats carry disease, and 80% of puppies affected by disease will die. So having a pet license will keep track of the vaccination for the pet, and that will help your pets to become healthier and live a longer life, according to the pet.us. Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, we strongly urge you to support our point, and which is all pet owner in Vietnam should have a pet license.
Okay, we'll now have 1 minute for the negative team to prepare their second speaker for a rebuttal, and you may begin. The negative team for 3 minutes.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen. Today, our debate will gonna be about should all Vietnamese owners must have a license for their pets. We as a negative team see that the affirmative team has some true point, to be honest. However, if as the second affirmative talking about keeping track of their pet license, he does not have any data to support his point. And also, in order to keeping track of the vaccination, does it mean that you are not responsible for your pet, and you need someone else to tell you when should be the time for vaccine, and you not have enough responsibility for that. And today I will talking to you about the enforcer, because in Vietnam this is not really common. So when it comes to enforcing the people to apply for what is the license gonna be, such as that they need to follow to the track of vaccine, right? But then, how the enforcer gonna do it? Because in Vietnam, the law is really corrupted, and people usually try to bribe the police in order to escape. And also, we gonna give one fact about other country who has the same problem, which is the second highest bribing rate in Asia. Vietnam is the second highest bribe rate in Asia. So it is not really a good approach for the license. Moreover, I think that having a license requires a lot of paperwork, and it will discourage the owner. And is that really mean that you're gonna find the true owner if they actually find
30 seconds.
having a license? To be honest, criminals have all their ways to go around and be able to escape it. So even having a license doesn't always mean that the criminals and all the animal abuse will not stop. And he does not have any data or anything that the abuse rate stop because of having a license. So
Time.
we agree.
Speaker for the affirmative team for 3 minutes.
Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and Madam Chairman and Mr. Madam Chairman. I am the third affirmative speaker, and we have had a good debate today. The topic of today was that all pet owners should have a license for their pets. And the negative team has tried to tell me that the paperwork discourage owner, but if getting a license discourage the owner won't be dedicated to take care of their pets. So therefore, it will find the right responsible owner for that pet. And they also tried to tell you that what happened if criminal won't stop making crimes. So we have a law for murder. Why not apply that to our pets? And most of our points is common sense. They really don't need that much data to prove it. So thank you for listening, and we urge you to support the resolution that all pet owners should have a license for their pet.
Okay, thank you. And we'll now have 3 minutes for the negative team to prepare their third speaker for a close and summary. You may begin. We'll now hear from the third speaker of the negative team for the summary and close. 3 minutes.
Good afternoon, Mr. and Madam Chairman, and ladies and gentlemen. I am the third negative speaker for the negative team, and the topic for our debate is that all Vietnamese pet owners must have a license for their pets. And we, the negative team, believe that this statement is false. And as the first affirmative speaker has tried to tell you that having a license could make the pet owner more responsible with the animal, with the pet. But this is not a current problem in Vietnam. And the second point that they have said is this is a common sense, and what do you explain by common sense? And this data, so there's no sufficient data in this idea. And we strongly believe that the 2 points are invalid, and so therefore all Vietnamese people, pet owners, should not have a license for the pet. And we believe that we won this debate. Thank you.